Ah, Saturday mornings. The one time a week when kids across America could wake up early voluntarily, plant themselves in front of the TV with a bowl of sugar-loaded cereal, and escape into a colorful world of talking animals, superheroes, and slapstick comedy. But how did this magical tradition come to be? And where did it go? Let's rewind. Television was still a new toy in the American home during the 1950s. Networks were experimenting with programming blocks, and kids were proving to be a reliable audience. ABC, looking to fill its Saturday morning dead space, decided to try airing cartoons aimed at children. One of the earliest examples was The Mighty Mouse Playhouse, which debuted in 1955. It was a hit. Soon, networks realized they could tap into this eager, sugar-fueled demographic with targeted programming. Thus, Saturday morning cartoons were born. By the 1960s, Saturday mornings became sacred territory for kids. Studios like Hanna-Barbera began cranking out cartoons specifically for these slots. Enter shows like The Flintstones, essentially the honeymooners in the Stone Age. The Jetsons, the future counterpart to the Flintstones. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? A mystery-solving gang and their snack-hungry Great Dane. Josie and the Pussycats, Johnny Quest, the Banana Splits Adventure Hour. Each offered fun, music, and mystery. The formula was simple. Keep the kids entertained while sneakily slipping in advertisements for toys and cereal. The 1970s saw an explosion of content. Networks fought for kid viewership like it was prime time. It wasn't just cartoons now, it was a cultural event. Iconic shows included Super Friends, DC superheroes working together to stop Lex Luthor and pals, Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids with moral lessons and funky music, Schoolhouse Rock, because if you're going to be stuck between shows, you might as well learn how a bill becomes a law, Hong Kong Phooey, The Smurfs, and The Pink Panther Show. And then came the 1980s, peak Saturday morning cartoon mania. Shows like He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Transformers, G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, Thundercats, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, My Little Pony, took over, often backed by massive toy lines and cross-promotional merchandising. It was a full-blown ecosystem: cartoon, toy store, lunchbox, bed sheets. Let's not forget, Saturday morning cartoons weren't just entertainment. They were business. A 1984 deregulation by the FCC allowed cartoons to become basically 30-minute toy commercials. Transformers, He-Man, Strawberry Shortcake, Care Bears, all existed to sell stuff. Kids didn't care. They were all in. But the backlash was brewing. By the 1990s, competition arrived from unexpected places. First, cable TV. Channels like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Disney Channel provided 24/7 cartoons, making Saturday mornings feel less special. Second, video games. Kids started trading their cartoons for controllers. Third, parental groups and regulations. Educational mandates led to fewer just-for-fun cartoons. Networks had to air EI, educational, informational shows, many of which felt like homework. Still, the 90s gave us gems like Batman, the animated series, X-Men, the animated series, Animaniacs, The Tick, Recess, Captain Planet, and The Planeteers. But the writing was on the wall. By the early 2000s, Saturday morning cartoons were fading. One by one, networks abandoned the format. ABC handed its block over to Disney, WB and Fox outsourced to 4Kids TV, and eventually, even those dissolved. In 2014, the final traditional Saturday morning cartoon block on network TV, the CW's Vortex, was canceled. It marked the end of a nearly 60-year tradition. Now, with YouTube, streaming services, and on-demand content, kids can watch whatever, whenever. The concept of appointment viewing is nearly extinct. But Saturday morning cartoons still live on, in pop culture, nostalgia, and the hearts of millions of adults who once leapt out of bed for Scooby snacks and slapstick. These cartoons shaped generations, launched franchises still alive today, and gave us iconic catchphrases like, "Cowabunga, dude!" "By the power of Grayskull." "Autobots, roll out!" "Let's split up, gang." And who can forget the cereal commercials? Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruit Loops, and that hyperactive Trix Rabbit. They were part of the experience. Saturday morning cartoons may be gone from the airwaves, but they'll always be a part of our collective memory. Proof that, for a few hours a week, TV wasn't just entertainment. It was pure magic.